Balancing a family schedule can be difficult between school, doctor's appointments, sports games, and anything else that comes along. But there can be some particular challenges that come with balancing schedules in a family with profoundly gifted or choice exceptional children. Sometimes these kids are doing so many things, and yet they're saying they want to do more. How does that make sense? For example, during our parent consulting circle, a family shared that their 12-year-old is already taking a language class, playing an instrument, and participating in a travel sports league. On top of that, the young scholar, like many in our community, hates sleep and deems it to be unproductive. The student and their math teacher are requesting supplementation in the form of an extracurricular math class, but the family is understandably worrying about the possibility of burnout. While there's no black and white, should they do this activity or not, answer to be found in this question, Laurel does share her thoughts on this topic and offers some considerations to help guide this journey a bit. Stay tuned after the video for more information on the benefits of the Young Scholars Program and how you can directly access features like these virtual events.
So many young scholars do have a greater capacity and a greater desire for a lot of stimulation. One of my favorite questions a couple of profoundly gifted consulting circles ago was like, I feel like my child has no chill. How do I get them to like chill out and slow down? And it's like, that's the profoundly gifted brain, man. They do sometimes have kind of no chill. So, but your concern is legitimate here. Of like, we do not want to burn them out, right? And it is often a bit of trial and error to see what a particular student's capacity is at a particular point in their career with the particular things that they're involved in. So you have some options, right? One option is to try out adding this one class and see how it goes, right? And kind of like, depending on your kind of approach to parenting and your particular child, you might even preview with your child ahead of time, kind of like, okay, we're gonna try this, and we want to make sure that you're, being taken care of in all aspects of your life. So yes, your mental stimulation, we want to support that. That's why we're trying this math class, but also we need to make sure that you're sleeping, and that you are getting downtime, because that is important, that you have time to eat, that we still have family time. These are all important things. And it's hard because we do have time is not always, but you only have 24 hours in a day, and some of those have to be given to different things. So to your point here of like, she hates bedtime and sleeping, it's a constant struggle. She deems it unproductive. Yes. That I think could be another tagline of young scholars. Why sleep? There's so much other things to be doing. And I'll have thoughts on that. But so you could try it out, but have like a pretty frank conversation of like going into it, of like what we're kind of doing here, why we're doing it, and kind of what the boundaries are at play. You could also look and see, I would doubt that she wants to give up travel, soccer, Mandarin, or piano, but are there ways within other parts of her day to maybe work on the efficiency of things? So for example, if there's a pocket of time in school that you don't think is as effective for her or as beneficial for her, could that be shifted to like a study hall or independent study where she has time to do homework in school, so freeing up part of the rest of her day. Or are there ways to massage things so that you're not spending as much time maybe in commuting to different things? For example, some young scholars that maybe like soccer practice starts at 4, but school gets out at 3:15, do their piano practice in the music room after school rather than waiting to get home to their home piano and do practice there. So that like this weird 45 minutes, which isn't enough time to do to go somewhere, do the piano practice, then go somewhere else and do the soccer practice. Can we do something like that? So like looking, are there times within the day that we can make those a little bit more efficient or effective? But it is, to the larger question, like many young scholars want this level of and can handle and benefit from this amount of stimulation, as long as we're making sure to take care of everything else, which is where you're coming in. It's a hard balance to find and to know precisely until you try out a little bit of things. But to the sleep. That's many young scholars do struggle with sleep, and one of their complaints is that it's unproductive and they wish they could be doing other things during that time. And especially at 12, when we're in the tween years and getting to the teen years, parents just saying it's good for you doesn't always work. As you're probably seeing here, you've probably talked yourself blue of like the benefits of sleep, and like if you just need to do it, you're a human being. One of the things that can help in this situation is having a different voice come in. So if you have a good relationship with your pediatrician or family doctor, and you're going in for like an annual physical or something like that, having the doctor talk about the, not just like, hey, it's good for you, but like the science behind sleep. Sleep really does help you. And can we get into the nitty-gritties of sleep? And also kind of how to evaluate what does it feel like when you're rested, and what does it feel like when you're tired? Like, what are some indications that you can have that your body actually does need more sleep, or indications that you're getting enough sleep? So getting into the science behind it. Also, talking with the soccer coach, maybe the soccer coach can have a conversation about like with the whole team, doesn't need to necessarily select out your student, because I can guarantee you your tween is not the only one that's having battles over like bedtimes. About like, what do they see as the difference between rested athletes and unrested athletes? What is the importance there? And like most coaches can tell if someone's taking care of themselves or not, and like how does that impact their decisions that they make as a coach? What are their kind of like expectations, and why do they have those, right? Not just like you must get 8 hours of sleep, end of story, but like the deeper explanation why. So if there's more people talking about this importance of sleep, I'm not saying that you automatically get a child that just is like, okay, I accept all of this and I'm going to bed now by myself, no worries. But slowly over time, they might start to internalize those messages and have more of an understanding of why this thing is important and what real benefits do they get out of it.
Thank you for watching. The Davidson Young Scholars Program provides our members with opportunities to connect, engage, and access a range of family services to support them on their profoundly gifted or twice exceptional path. Want to learn more? We host application Q&As for families to learn more about our program, testing requirements, and the application. Visit our website, davidsongifted.org, and find the next available Q&A on the upcoming events tab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.